Council's been involved with the disability traineeship for a number of years. One of the focus areas was around employment and acknowledging that young people with a disability find it really hard to secure employment, often when they leave school. So what could council do to be better in this space? We'd love to be a role model for other businesses in the area, so that sort of grew the idea of a traineeship. We then embarked to start a relationship with a disability employment provider. It was a really interesting process. We were entering into a space that we hadn't before, so we were learning as we went. Bart came in for an informal interview. Even though everyone was very enthusiastic and supportive, we were all a bit nervous. For some of us, we hadn't worked with people with a disability before. We weren't sure what he was going to be doing and how best to support him. So the best thing that we did was organise a meeting with Barkuma. In the first couple of weeks, his supervisor, Gavin, was with him every day at work.
On my very first day of the traineeship, I was very nervous and to be in a new environment and being around new people, but they were very warm, kind, welcoming and accepting of me.
He was really embraced by everybody at Campbelltown Council, and staff would go around and say it was fantastic.
Our team learnt a lot from working with Bart. At first there might have been assumptions about what we thought Bart could achieve. Once you get to know someone, then you start stretching boundaries, and we knew how capable and competent he was, amazing at tasks. And what we loved is Bart would look at something with fresh eyes and often would come up with, an idea that people would be like, wow, I'd never thought of that. The other thing we learnt about Bart is once he knew how to do a task, you honestly didn't need much supervision. He knew what needed to be done. He was very methodical, and that's part of who he is as well. So you knew there would be no detail left unturned.
He would finish a task before he started his next task, and he was very attuned to that. I think it's just understanding some of the idiosyncrasies that are evolved around the individuals. But they're not bad. They're actually we just got to understand that and actually work with it and support it and encourage it, because then you get the full benefit of someone like Bart actually growing so much while his time with council. As an organisation, I think it's good if we can offer these opportunities because it builds on the strengths of the individuals. Too often people with a disability are labelled having a disability rather than talking about their strengths and their abilities, and it's no different than any other employee. There's lots of employees that can't do everything, but we work with that.
Not everyone wants to work in an office, so the horticulture traineeship is the perfect opportunity for someone to be outside who has a real interest in the greening area. So we started in the main office with Bart, and then we've also had a horticulture trainee at the depot and now a trainee at the library.
As a library, we're a very inclusive space. We accept all members of the community to come in and use our resources, and we feel that it's really important to have that represented with our staff. So Cherie coming in and fitting straight into the team and having tasks that she does autonomously, it's been a really good experience.
The traineeship has been awesome. Barkuma, Maxima, library, everyone's been awesome, and they've been helping me get my qualification.
And I would encourage employers to get upon this, because employing a person with a disability really does to create an inclusive society.
I would question if someone said to me why they couldn't or why they wouldn't, I'd actually say, why is it any different than any other employee? Have an open mind, welcome into the organisation, focus on what they can do. It's a great opportunity to help people with a disability actually get into the workforce, give them confidence to join a mainstream workplace.
I would definitely recommend doing the traineeship program because you build your self-confidence, gain skills and knowledge. It's like stepping out of your comfort zone, and you meet new people, make lifelong friends, and at the end of the day, it gives you purpose.